Hello everybody, this is the third video of the playlist entitled Huaco and Valle de la Luna. In the previous video I've been talking about Huaco and the Paleozoic era. Following the arrow of time, we are going to follow the route 150 and we are going to travel to Valle de la Luna that belong to the Mesozoic period, the Mesozoic era, the era in which the dinosaurs lived. So already in Valle de la Luna, we are going to follow virtually the circuit, which is 43 kilometers, and the first station that you find is called El Gusano, which means the worm, because this is the shape if you see from far away. But the important thing is that in this first station you can see a fossil of a fern that lived in the Triassic period, which belonged to the era Mesozoica. This period is so old, we are talking about 250 million years ago, in which all of the continents were together, as we saw in the previous video. Then we are going to talk about the other period of this era. The second station is called Valle Pintado, or Painted Valley, because of the different colors. Then Sphinx, then the Bocha's Court, then the submarine, the fungus. I'm not going to talk too much about that because there's plenty of information in the internet, and I'm going to focus in the evolution and scientific part. In the museum or interpretation center inside Valle de la Luna, you will see cynodontes at the beginning of the museum. Then you will see Shrinkosaurus, and then at the end you will see Saurosuchus, which is an ancestor of crocodile, but much bigger. The important thing about this is that none of these animals were actually dinosaurs. The rest of the animals were actually dinosaurs. The most important one is the Eoraptor lunensis, which is the oldest dinosaur discovered up to now in the whole world. And if we see this in the context of evolution, in the Triassic period, before the Mesozoic era, in the Paleozoic era, in the previous video we have seen amphibious, and then from some amphibious evolved to reptiles. And this I am not interested in this line because we are in the context of Valle de la Luna. So reptile evolved to cynodonte and Shrinkosaurus, this animal whose fossils you find in the museum. And then this evolved to the proto-crocodile, and in this lane appear for the first time the dinosaur. And the relevant evolutionary change of the dinosaur respect to reptile is the shape of the femur, that was little by little changing until they got this shape, which allowed dinosaurs to run much faster than reptile, gaining evolution advantages. Now from Valle de la Luna you can visit another park called Talampaya. It's very beautiful. You go 20 kilometers up to this intersection, and then you take following the road 150, and then you follow the road 76. You are going to do 70 kilometers, and then you will be already in Talampaya. This circuit is 20 kilometers, as opposed to the circuit in Valle de la Luna. You cannot use your own vehicle, you have to use private vans. And the scene that you're going to see is this. And in addition, you have also Indian graves, graving. If you want to see more details about the Triassic period, you can visit this page. Now we are going to jump to the next period, which is Jurassic. It will be familiar for you because of the famous movie Jurassic Park. In the Jurassic, the continent started to split north-south, and the frog appeared in the world, the flying reptiles, and this dinosaur that was found in Hachal, San Juan. And this kind of dinosaur is the only kind of dinosaur that didn't become extinct, and then they evolved to the current birds. So that's the importance of these animals. And the importance of the cynodonte that you are going to see in the museum is that this animal is the origin of the first mammals. So now we are going from mammal to primate to human being. So this is a very important evolution line. When the Jurassic finished, then we go to the last period of the dinosaur era, the Cretaceous, in which the continent start to split east-west, and the plant with flower appear. Before they were pollinizing by wind. Now insects go from the masculine part of the plant up to the feminine part of the plant, and then the fruit appear in the world for the first time. If you want to see more detail about the evolution in the Cretaceous period, you can visit this page. Now we are going to go back from Talampaya to Huaco, and you actually don't have to pass through Valle La Luna, you pass closed. And then in Huaco we are going to see Cretaceous period 2. In the previous video I showed you something about Huaco. You go from the center of Huaco, passing through the thermal water, crossing the bridge, passing the Mirador, and then about 15 minutes by car or 1 hour walking, you get this scene, and then in front, and then you will see a very clearly sign saying protected area, sanctuaries of bird. Just in front of this sign you will see this other sign, and if you follow the river, which is very close to this sign, you just follow the river, actually in the opposite direction, in this direction, and after sort of 15-minute walking bordering the river, you will find this geoform. Just in front of this geoform, crossing the river, you will find this amazing, well-preserved Indian tool that they use to mill grains, and you can see a kind of production line here, which is amazing. And in the same area called La Ciénaga, there were found footprint of dinosaur, quite impressive. Look at the size. But as opposed to the rather small dinosaur discovered in Valle La Luna that belong to the Triassic period, here the dinosaurs are herbivorous, 4 legs, long leg, that were the biggest dinosaur of the Mesozoic area, because in this period the dinosaurs were extinct. Very worthy to mention is also another park related to dinosaur called Sierra Las Quijadas. You can Google this, which is not in San Juan but in San Luis, 210 kilometers from San Juan. Actually, you can take a bus if you want to, or at least a couple of years ago it was possible to do that from San Luis to San Juan. This is an amazing park. It's very beautiful. As opposed to Valle La Luna and Talampaya, you have to leave the vehicle at the entrance, and all of the excursion you just go with the guide. The longest one is more than 4 hours. And in the center of the province of San Luis, you can see the fossil of this dinosaur that were living in Sierra Las Quijadas. They were from the Triassic period, the continent were expanded until we got the current shape. Actually, we're still moving very slowly, and this is the current world. Now, if you want to learn more, if you are interested, how we pass from the extinction of the dinosaur in the end of the Cretaceous period up to the current world, to the human race, and the intermediate step. I haven't done a video yet, but you can visit this page, and then you will find a lot of information about these passages, and also how and why the brain was evolving. Okay, thank you very much. I see you in the next video.